At 92, her arms tell a story most people wouldn't believe. Strong, defined, full of life and purpose. Meet Margaret from Asheville, North Carolina. She's not a bodybuilder. She's not an influencer. She's a grandmother of 5 who still carries her own groceries, cooks every meal from scratch, and even helps her neighbors move furniture. No gym, no supplements, no expensive programs. Just 5 simple movements done in her living room every single week for the past 20 years. While most seniors her age struggle with stairs or rely on walkers, Margaret is planting tomatoes, walking uphill with bags in both hands, and living with more energy than many people in their 60s. She's one of my most inspiring patients, and recently she gave me permission to share her secrets publicly. Why? Because she believes every woman over 60 deserves to feel strong, independent, and fully alive again. So what's her routine? What's her mindset? What small decisions has she made, day after day, that kept her mobile, sharp, and glowing through her 90s? Let me walk you through Margaret's 5 daily habits that could change your body and your future, starting today. Here's something that catches most women off guard. Once you hit 50, you could be losing as much as 2% of your muscle tissue annually. And the scary part? This decline happens so gradually that it flies completely under the radar until a single misstep turns your world upside down. Your leg muscles fade away so subtly that initially you won't even notice. Then suddenly, getting off the couch, moving across a room, or simply staying upright starts demanding more effort than it ever did before. But there's genuinely encouraging news here. Within just 1 month, by practicing 5 straightforward, safe movements that don't require any equipment whatsoever, you can begin reversing this decline, enhancing your stability, and rediscovering confidence in how you move. And that final movement? It's an absolute treasure that even seasoned fitness professionals rarely incorporate. So stick with me until the conclusion to discover it. The true culprit behind the balance problems and mobility limitations so many women face after 50 isn't just getting older. There's an actual condition called sarcopenia at work here. Sarcopenia describes the slow, invisible erosion of muscle tissue and power that occurs when your body stops being physically challenged. It advances quietly, typically without obvious red flags. Many assume it's just part of aging, something you have to accept. But the science tells a different story. When you apply the proper type of physical stress and maintain regular practice, your muscles can actually rebuild and become more powerful, regardless of how many birthdays you've celebrated. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate precisely how to begin reversing this decline, so you can restore your strength, move without restriction, and feel secure in your own body once more. I'll be guiding you through 5 targeted movements designed specifically for women over 50. Every single one is joint-friendly, simple to execute in your home, and needs 0 specialized gear. And don't forget, that 5th movement is a rarely discussed technique that produces impressive outcomes when you stay consistent with it. Let's dive in. Exercise 1. Chair squats rebuild leg strength and regain independence. One of the first indicators that muscle is disappearing? When rising from a seated position becomes noticeably harder. Perhaps you catch yourself relying on your arms to push yourself up, or your legs feel unsteady as you lift your body. This typically signals that your quadriceps and gluteal muscles, the primary power sources of your lower half, have gotten weaker. Once that happens, routine activities like taking the stairs, covering longer distances on foot, or stepping out of your vehicle start requiring considerably more energy. And with that increased effort comes a greater likelihood of losing your balance. Chair squats represent one of the most effective and safest strategies to combat this decline. The act of lowering yourself down and rising back up without arm assistance fires up your thighs, glutes, and midsection, precisely the areas responsible for keeping you balanced and secure. According to findings in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, this type of lower body conditioning can boost strength and functional capability by over 30% in older populations, while simultaneously cutting fall risk substantially. Here's the technique. Take a seat on a solid chair, feet planted firmly on the ground, roughly hip distance apart. Maintain an upright chest and gently activate your core. Drive through your heels as you rise slowly and deliberately, then descend back down with that same controlled tempo, lightly grazing the seat before standing once more. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. If you're brand new to this, try adding a pillow to the chair to reduce the range, or lightly rest your hands on the armrests for assistance. When you're ready to increase difficulty, reach your arms straight ahead or hold a light object against your chest. Always ensure your knees track in line with your toes. Never let them cave inward. Smooth, measured movement protects your joints and develops genuine stability. I remember Maria, a 62-year-old client who could barely complete 6 repetitions on day 1. She committed to practicing every single morning, gradually adding 1 or 2 more reps weekly. After only 4 weeks, she was performing 15 complete squats hands-free and ascending staircases without gripping the handrail. A single movement pattern, a profound shift. Exercise 2, heel raises. Strengthen your calves and steady your steps. Ever felt slightly wobbly stepping down from a sidewalk, or realized your legs feel sluggish after standing for extended periods? Underdeveloped calf muscles are frequently to blame. Your calves, especially the gastrocnemius and soleus, do much more than support walking. They function like biological pumps, driving blood upward toward your heart and providing your body with the stability needed with every single movement. Over the years, these muscles typically weaken from insufficient use. When that occurs, circulation becomes less efficient, swelling grows more frequent, and recovering your balance after a stumble gets increasingly difficult. Heel raises are among the simplest yet most powerful methods to strengthen these muscles. They enhance your capacity to stand, walk, and respond rapidly when your equilibrium is tested. Studies published in Gait and Posture demonstrate that focused calf conditioning significantly improves stability and decreases fall risk. Exercise 3. Side leg raises. Strengthen your hips and improve side-to-side stability. If you've observed your body swaying during walks, or if lateral movements feel shaky, you're probably experiencing weakness in a crucial muscle known as the gluteus medius. This deeper hip muscle functions like a stabilizer, maintaining pelvic steadiness with each stride. When it's underdeveloped, your body begins overcompensating. Your knees might buckle inward, your lower back takes on excessive strain, and your overall balance starts deteriorating. Side leg raises directly address this frequently neglected muscle. By strengthening it, you enhance lateral stability, which translates to fewer stumbles when moving sideways, traversing irregular terrain, or catching yourself during a trip. Research demonstrates that movements like this reduce side-to-side body sway during locomotion, a primary contributor to falls among older individuals. Here's the technique. Stand upright next to a wall or chair for support. Transfer your weight onto one leg and gradually lift the opposite leg out laterally, maintaining an upright torso and forward-facing toes. Don't elevate beyond hip height. Pause briefly at the peak, then return your leg to the starting position with control. Complete 10 to 15 repetitions per side, aiming for 2 to 3 total sets. Exhale during the lift, inhale during the descent. If you're just starting out, lift your leg only a couple of inches initially. As your strength builds, you can incorporate a resistance band around your ankles or thighs for added challenge. One viewer, Janet, age 65, began with almost imperceptible movement, just tiny lifts each morning. Within 3 weeks, her range of motion had clearly expanded, and she was navigating uneven terrain with significantly greater confidence and steadiness. That's the power of conditioning the muscles that maintain your body's security. Exercise 4. Glute bridge. Activate your core and protect your lower back. If your lower back frequently feels tense, or if prolonged standing causes hip discomfort, weak glutes might be the underlying issue. The gluteus maximus, your body's largest muscle, isn't merely aesthetic. It stabilizes your pelvis, protects your spine, and drives virtually every movement originating below your waist. When this muscle weakens, your hips and lumbar region are compelled to shoulder additional burden. This extra stress can trigger discomfort, compromised posture, and instability. The glute bridge ranks among the safest and most effective approaches to reactivate and fortify these vital muscles. It's a low-impact movement you can perform lying down, requiring zero equipment. And here's the bonus. It simultaneously engages your glutes, hamstrings, lower back, and deep core muscles. Research in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy reveals that consistent practice of this exercise enhances core stability and alleviates lower back discomfort in older populations. Here's the technique. Lie on your back with knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms resting comfortably at your sides. Position your feet approximately hip-width apart, close enough that your fingertips can brush your heels. Press firmly through your heels and elevate your hips until your body creates a straight line from shoulders to knees. At the peak, contract your glutes and hold for 2 seconds before descending slowly with control. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. If the movement feels demanding, begin with smaller lifts or place a cushion beneath your hips for assistance. To increase difficulty, maintain the bridge position for several additional seconds or add a resistance band just above your knees. Avoid excessive lower back arching. The lift should originate from your hips, not your spine. Teresa, age 61, started incorporating glute bridges every other day. Within weeks, she noticed getting up from the floor became easier. Her back felt more comfortable during extended walks, and even her posture appeared taller and better aligned. When you fortify the muscles that support your frame, everything else begins feeling stronger and more balanced. Exercise 5. Tandem stance walk. Train your balance and coordination. One of the most underestimated abilities after 50 is dynamic balance, your capacity to maintain steadiness while your body's in motion. On a flat, well-illuminated surface, stability feels effortless. But reality isn't always accommodating. Irregular pavements, curbs, and sudden direction changes all demand that your body reacts instantaneously to maintain uprightness. As we accumulate years, the systems governing balance, our musculature, joints, vision, and vestibular system, begin responding more slowly. When these systems fail to communicate efficiently, fall risk escalates. The tandem walk helps retrain these systems to coordinate effectively once again. By walking heel to toe along a straight path, you challenge your core, leg muscles, and nervous system to synchronize and stabilize your body with each step. Studies in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that this form of balance conditioning improves gait speed, decreases lateral sway, and reduces overall fall probability. Here's the technique. Stand tall with relaxed shoulders, eyes focused straight ahead. Position one foot directly ahead of the other so your front heel contacts your back toes. Keep your arms extended slightly outward if you need extra stability. Slowly advance one step forward, placing your heel immediately in front of your opposite foot's toes. Continue this pattern, walking along a straight line for roughly 10 steps, then reverse direction and return the same way. Move deliberately and slowly, maintaining core engagement and forward gaze rather than looking downward. If this feels challenging initially, practice alongside a wall or counter so you can lightly touch it for support. To advance the difficulty, try walking backward or rotating your head side to side while preserving your balance. Ellen, age 64, began practicing the tandem walk for just 2 minutes daily. Within several weeks, she observed that stair climbing and navigating irregular surfaces felt smoother and more instinctive. Balance isn't lost in a single day, and it can be reconstructed one step at a time. If these movements are already benefiting you, please like this video and subscribe. It signals to me that you're interested in more content crafted specifically for women over 50 who want to move better and feel more powerful. And keep watching because I have some final recommendations to help you maximize your routine's effectiveness. With just 5 simple yet powerful movements, you've worked the essential muscle groups that maintain your body's stability and activity: your legs, hips, glutes, core, and calves. Strengthening these regions does more than enhance mobility. It prevents falls, improves posture, and elevates your energy levels throughout the day. And the best part? You don't need a gym, specialized equipment, or even substantial space. Just your body, your attention, and the commitment to move with intention. Perfection isn't required. What truly matters is consistency. Even a handful of repetitions daily can produce genuine, visible transformation in as little as 4 weeks. Picture yourself standing effortlessly, walking confidently across any surface, and ascending stairs without hesitation. That kind of freedom and autonomy is absolutely attainable. Your health after 50 isn't governed by luck. It's determined by the choices you make today. Every time you strengthen your body and practice stability, you're investing in a future where you feel capable, confident, and in command. Now I'm curious to hear from you. Which of these 5 movements do you believe will benefit you most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might motivate someone else to begin their own transformation. If this video provided value, please remember to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell so you never miss a new routine. And share this video with a friend, sister, or loved one who deserves to feel stronger, more balanced, and more confident each and every day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.